I got some sushi.
You can't get out.
I'm not that fat.
Oh my god, your butt is stuck.
Oh, I got cramp. I knew it. I knew it was.
Nice and clean. Someone left me a candy. Here, so this is the check for the other deal, the Osage.
Oh, good.
I forgot to give it to you. Feeling good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is there are a few fresh FISBO. I'm gonna give them a call and then I'm gonna go straight to prospecting for the rest of the day, and then I'll probably add some videos. So recently I switched to a high protein diet, and right now I'm eating 2 whole eggs and 2 egg whites, and I'm just putting in vinegar and some soy sauce. I'm gonna eat that for the next 2 minutes. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Luna over here. I am a real estate agent in Philadelphia, and in today's video I like to talk about 5 things I gave up to become who I am today. And if you guys watched my previous video, it has an overline and the overview of my real estate journey. Basically there's 4 major transitions. I'll link it down below. You guys feel free to check that out. So basically in that video, the moral of the story is I embrace how important it is for you to step out of your comfort zone. So in order for me to step out of my comfort zone, I completely changed from the person who I am 2 years ago versus right now. So I am going to in details and explain to you guys what are the 5 things, and I'll give you some examples of like how I turn into these things to really increase my productivity and ultimately benefit me in the business. Doing the same things but you're expecting a different result, that's insane. So in order for you to completely change to a different person, you kind of have to do different things in order to make it work. So the first thing that I want you guys to know is my family, they have been very close to me, and they sent me to America for higher education. It's because both my parents are in the business world. They have their own business. They understand the risk of running your own business. So that's why they sent me to get the best education in the world. You know, instead I choose to be a self-employed person. So they are fully supportive right now, but you know, along the way, when I first started the first 6 months, I wasn't really making any money. It was really tough on me to tell my parents how I'm doing. It's just a really tough time. So sometimes like when people are telling you you are not gonna be successful or you should be better off doing something else instead, you kind of have to keep following and pursuing your dream and just follow your gut and let that noise die down. And most of the time it will come from the people that are close to you and the people that are like your family, people who you care about the most, like your significant other. But just try to focus on what you really want to do and follow your passion. So that will be the #1 thing. You know, I kind of neglect the relationship that I had with my family and my important other family friends. You know, when I first started, they kind of didn't really believe that I was gonna go along this way. I was gonna be successful. I was gonna stay in the business. And the second thing that I let go and give up, I would say, is social media. So social media has been either it's work for you or they work against you. And the most app or social media platform I'm talking about in this video is Instagram. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know I used to post a lot of like bikini photos. I used to try to really grow and focus on my Instagram follower and the Instagram platform. However, right now I am really shifting my main focus from Instagram to YouTube, just because the audience on YouTube who are watching me are way mature. It's easier to turn, you know, a cold lead into a hot lead. For YouTube, I'm mainly using it as a keyword to target people who live in Philadelphia who are thinking about selling, and also agents all around the world that are thinking about maybe they have a client who's moving to Philly that they can refer it to me. So I'm really shifting my goal and my focus on a social media platform from Instagram to YouTube. And I kind of just get very you know, easy on Instagram. I wasn't really posting as much. However, I still really keep on date of the story feature. I always wanted to let people know like how hard work I am, what do I do for a living. This is the message I want to send it out there, to let people know that I am a realtor. If they have any needs, that they can contact and help me. And number 3 is I gave up all the negativities and mostly negative friends around me. When I first moved to Philly, I was hanging out with a group of friends, and we did have a really good time. You know, we were going out all the time, and we talk about like fashion, we talk about what kind of makeup we should buy, what kind of clothes, bags, guys, and you know, Bumble and dating and all that. But after I'm in the business for a while, it just feel like everything that we are doing with the group, it doesn't really add on the value to what I do in a professional level. Like, you know, it's hard for me to share my goal and my dream and what I want to be in 2 years with the friend that I had then. There's nothing wrong with my friends. It's just, you know, I feel like we are in a separate level. So for you to have an ultimate better result, you need to be involved with people of doing the same thing that you are doing. So instead of spending more time with my friend going out party, I tend to work a lot more. So there's a saying, you're the average of 5 people that you're surrounding yourself the most with. So for my case, I feel like I spend a lot of time with my broker, I spend a lot of time with Kay, I spend a lot of time mostly like clients and people in my office. And these are the people that I admire them. They are way better than I am. They've been in the business for, you know, 10, 15 years. So I wanted to match to their level. And I am very glad that, you know, I'm surrounded with like positive people and people who have great passion, people who are ambitious of like achieving better things in their life and just be very good at what they do. Fourthly, I gave up on interesting things. For example, I gave up on watching TV, I gave up on going out, I gave up on a lot of prank channels, a lot of makeup channels, makeup tutorials. I used to be one of these girls that are like obsessed with the makeup and, you know, YouTube. But then I realized, whether if it's YouTube or Instagram, you don't want to be the target. You don't want people to sell you things on certain items. So I just unsubscribed a lot of channels with makeup or clothing hauls, and on Instagram I unsubscribed a lot of people who are trying to sell me things. I try to minimize the time I'm spending on Instagram just for leisure. I try to have the app in a circle instead of like hang out. I can click right away, not to spend too much time on the unnecessary interesting things because they don't add any value to me. So the way how I look at it is, if I spend time on certain things, this either has to make me money or it has to benefit me in some way. It needs to add value to my life. So if you think about it, I spend most of my time prospecting, getting new business, getting new leads. I spend 1 to 2 hours working out on my physical, you know, look, my figure in the gym. I feel good, I feel great. And then the rest of the time I spend sleeping, eating, do all the necessary things that I need. So this is basically my life. And I'm really happy, and I'm happy of what my life is currently. So the last thing I gave up is I gave up spending on money. I used to be really bad with money because I've never had a job since, like, before I was 25. I never really had a job. I was really blessed. You know, my parents always give me allowances, and you really have to understand how hard it is to make money until you are actually making money. Then you realize how to arrange and how to organize money. So basically what I do with all the commission check that I receive right now is I only spend a 20 to 30% of my income. So I save 30% for the tax purpose, and I also save about 20% on investment, and then I save the rest for my down payment for real estate. So real estate investment, I have a Roth IRA, I also have a HSA account. And then also, one thing to add on to give up spending money is, if you think about the rich, people who are getting richer or they increase their salary, usually their living standard increase as well. So in order for you to be rich, you kind of have to give up on spending so much. If you are at a level only spending $2,000 and your income is at $4,000, you save 50% of your income. However, if your income increases to $10,000 and you're still spending on $2,000 living standard, that's what most rich people are. That's what they are doing. So I'm really thinking about, you know, reading books and then figuring out what rich people are doing, and I'm trying to incorporate that to my life as well. So here are the 5 things I completely give up to become the person I am today. I hope you guys enjoy this video, find it helpful. Please be sure to like and comment on the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.